Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to Old Hadley Vintage. I'm Jeffrey, and today we are going to do a thrift haul. Now this is probably a thrift haul you guys have been waiting for. Basically I'm going to show you some of the things that I picked up at that great antique shop out in the Berkshires that I visited my last video. Along with some other things that I've picked up at the Goodwill these past week or two. So hopefully you guys will appreciate all of these great items that I'm about to show you. So stick around.
Welcome to Old Hadley Vintage, where stories of the past come alive. Nostalgia in every corner, an antique paradise to revive. Antique glass and vintage dishes, holiday items, bric-a-brac galore. Step inside, let your heart make wishes, something for everyone to explore.
So wow, what a amazing couple of weeks I've had. I've been to a little flea market. I've been to some antique shops, Goodwills up the wazoo. And I've gotten some really amazing treasures for you guys. So sit back with a cup of coffee. I have a nice hot cup of coffee and I am just relaxing here myself after working all day. I decided to do this thrift haul for you tonight so that I can spend the day tomorrow editing this video. Hopefully it comes out okay. So get yourself a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or whatever have you and sit back, relax, and I'm going to show you some really beautiful things. So, gosh, where to start? Well, why don't I start with what's right in front of me? This is incredible. Yes, I believe this is Cambridge. I'm not sure. Check this out, guys. Amber glass, absolutely flawless. Look at the shine on that. And it has this beautiful pattern in it. Look at the bows. Do you see it? And it is etched in the back. And the bowl itself is smooth. And I don't think this was ever used. I don't see one utensil mark in this at all. It is beautiful. When I ever saw this, I said, I am grabbing that. I'm gonna still research who made it. I think it's Cambridge, but I wanna double check. So it is square, but the bowl itself is just, it's outstanding. So I found that. I'm not going to spend too much time on each item because I've got a lot in front of me, guys. The entire table is completely covered with goodies. Black glass, probably Ellie Smith. I still have to look it up, but what a shine it got once I cleaned it up. It was so dirty and nasty. This, however, does have a few utensil little scratch marks in it. Not exactly sure if this whoever owned it used it as like a low bowl for a arrangement and had maybe water in it. I don't know. Maybe they put a flower frog in and didn't use any florist clay. Not exactly sure, but the base on it has like a rib on it. So I'm going to do some research on it to find out a little bit more. But when you hold it up to the light, you can definitely see the amethyst color coming through. Glass bake. Now you guys know I go crazy for glass bake. I don't know why. I think it's sentimental for me because of my grandma. My grandmother had so much glass bake, but I love glass bake. Now you can imagine my surprise when I saw that. Can you believe this? Look at that with the original label. Talk about NOS. Now, do you guys know what NOS stands for? I know I sometimes want to abbreviate that in some of my responses to you guys or whatever. NOS, in case you don't know, means new old stock. So these are old items, but they're new. They've never been used. So they call it new old stock. So you'll see those letters occasionally. So if you do see that, or if I do type it in a response or in an email or whatever to you, that's what that means, new old stock. So this is new old stock, never been used. Obviously no chippers or cracks or anything on it. I think I've had a glass bake meat dish before, but never with the label. How cool is that? Guaranteed against oven breakage. For oven cooked meats, baked ham slices. Easter is coming up in what, a couple of days. I can't wait for ham. I love ham. Baked stuffed pork chops, small roast, meatloaf. Can't resist a meatloaf. Just amazing. Made by the McKee Glass Company in Jeannette, Pennsylvania. So, very, very cool. Found that. Very cool. I found these. Now, I found these at the Goodwill out in Stockbridge. Actually, no, Great Barrington. The Great Barrington Goodwill. These are cute little custard. Now, these are made by the Adams Company, I believe it was, when I looked them up. And they do glow. For my little glowworms out there, they do glow. And they're beautiful little custard cups. Yeah. And these are made by the Adams Company. And I've got 5 of them. Unfortunately, it was in 6. I looked everywhere. There were 2 of them that were just scattered around on the shelves, and they weren't even marked. And I brought them up to the lady, and I said, you know, you got 5, but only 3 are marked. So, but you know, she rang them all up at the same price, so that was great. So I got those, and yes, they do glow. I had asked you guys if you liked celluloid. Well, I picked these pieces up. I didn't even take the price off of this. Throw that down there. I picked these 2 pieces up, and I thought these were so cute. And I don't know the maker because there's no maker's mark or anything on them. But look at how cute these are. Look at the pattern on them. Aren't they pretty? The green. Little green bow, little pink flowers. So you get like this little powder dish. This was probably a powder dish. You know, your powder in it, but you can use it for whatever you want now. And then this little square, or actually rectangular, I would have to say, dish. That's just tape on the bottom that was holding the price tag in. So that's going to be coming out when I clean this. I haven't cleaned a lot of these things. Some of these things I've cleaned and some of them I haven't. But it's got that same pattern on it. Very pretty, right? So, I don't know, I thought they were kind of cute. So, and it's different. You know, I'm always trying to find something a little bit different to bring to you guys. So, celluloid. Why not, right? So, I have those. Those will be coming to a sale soon. Now, because it's Easter, look at this. Is this not glorious? Look at how beautiful this egg is. And yes, I cleaned it because just like Capodimonte, this thing was a dust collector. It was complete. But if you look closely, there is no damage to any of these leaves and petals at all. How pretty is that? Isn't that gorgeous? And it's green inside. And there's no maker's mark on the bottom. So I don't know who made that. But what a cute little thing. Isn't that darling? Probably about, I would say maybe about 3 inches across, lengthwise. You know, tiny little thing. You can see next to me how small it is. Really, really cute with the ribbon. Just so pretty. And of course, my favorite color. I love that green color. You know, my sage green jadeite color. That's my favorite color. Speaking of jadeite, let me just take another sip. I hate it when the coffee cools off. Also picked up, I know some of you guys like Tabacchiana, so I did pick up a really beautiful humidor. Really, really pretty. On the bottom of the area where you're supposed to dampen that little stone so they can keep the tobacco in the jar moist, It says Azteo. Maybe it's Aztec. I'm not sure. But if you guys are up on your Tabakiana stuff, you know what, you may have some sort of idea. And leave comments below in the comment section. I'd appreciate it. And if you guys aren't already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I would love to have you guys join me on some thrift hauls and some shop-alongs. I try to bring you as much variety as I can, and bringing you guys a baking video this week as well. Chris is coming over probably Friday, I think, and we're going to do a baking video. I told you I'd make that cheesecake for you, so I'm going to make that cheesecake. So make sure you look for that video. It'll be coming up soon too. So I found that's in really good condition, and the jar is so heavy. I don't know the maker of it, but I haven't done a lot of research on a lot of this stuff. But things that I have, I'll definitely let you know. I found this really cute ruby flashed Westmoreland basket. It's got little grapes on it. Very pretty. Isn't that nice? You can put like your salt and pepper shakers, you know, salt and pepper on either side, put on the table, you know. That was kind of springy, summery looking. Really pretty. And the top, it almost looks like the handles don't even touch, but they actually do. I tried slipping a piece of paper between them, but no, they did. When it cooled after the glass, you know, after they made this glass, the handle actually did stick together. So, but it looks almost like it's, you know, you could slide a piece of paper right through it. But I thought that was really pretty, so I picked that up. I know you guys like the shakers. I don't know if this one's a super, super old one. I haven't really looked it up, but I grabbed it anyway because it's made in the USA, and it is earthenware. It does not have the strainer, but I know a lot of people already have their strainers. It's got Tom Collins, Martinis, Gibson, Whiskey Sour, Manhattan, Bacardi, Daiquiri, and it's got the measurements on the sides as well. So I don't know if anybody would be interested in that. Let's see here. You guys know the Columbia pattern by Federal. I found a whole set of dishes. Look at this. This blew me away when I saw this sitting on the bottom shelf, covered in dust. I said, oh my gosh. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these plates, and these are really pretty. They have that nice pattern. And of course they would probably go, if you have the boopy glasses, the ones with the little balls around the bottom, that would probably match this set perfectly. So there they are. This is the Columbia pattern by Federal Glass. And it's got no damage at all on any of these plates. They're all nice and shiny. And you get 2 vegetable bowls as well. Now the vegetable bowls have a few little scratches inside, so I think these were definitely used and loved. So, but I'll be selling this whole thing here as a set, and that'll be coming to a sale soon too. So I thought you guys would enjoy that. That is really cool. That's a nice set. I was happy to find that. I found this, I can't remember the name of the pattern, fan and pinwheel and fan, or fan and pin, I can't remember the name of the pattern, but it's absolutely beautiful. It doesn't glow. I thought it would, but it doesn't glow. But it is absolutely beautiful. I thought this plate was so cute. Perfect. It's like a little bonbon plate. Has a little bit of a divot in the middle. You could use it as an underplate for something, like for syrup in the morning, for pancake syrup. It's just such a pretty little plate. I couldn't resist. I had to pick that up too. Now these were kind of cool. Wait till you see these things. Look at the package. For any of you guys that love ephemera, how awesome is that? Patriotic cookie cutters. set of 4. Isn't that awesome? Well, guess what? They're still in here. How cool is this? Isn't that neat? You got George Washington, you got Abraham Lincoln, there's a eagle, and then you've got the United States below. Isn't that absolutely incredible? Yes, incredible. Really cool. Well, there's some writing on the back. Looks like an old price or something. I'm not exactly sure. Looks like $3.98 or something like that. I don't know. Has some staining on the back, but I mean, just the graphics on that. How cool to put that out for 4th of July, right? So I'll be bringing that soon to you too. Maybe for a late spring, getting ready for summer sale. Now I found this cute little bird ashtray. It's definitely made in Japan. The sticker kind of rubbed off when I cleaned it, unfortunately, on the back. So it's still in the back, but look at how cute this is. And it's like a little, I don't know if it's a little sparrow or a little chickadee. I think it's a sparrow. It doesn't look like a chickadee to me. It might be a little house sparrow. It's an ashtray, but you can use it for trinkets or rings or whatever have you. And it's just so cute, and he's sitting in a little pussy willow bush. See him? Isn't he cute? And it's just such a nice dish, too, and it has that nice design around the edge. If you see that up close. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, so I picked that up. That was in really good shape. Cute little thing. And this other Japan piece here, too. Now, this is made by, let's see, Otagiri, Japan. And it's simply marked Rose. And there it is. There's the little vase. Isn't that pretty? And the color is kind of like a cream color, like an off-white. It's got a gold rim on the top. So I thought that was kind of cute. And let's see here. What do I have? Ooh, yeah, I want to show you guys this. Now, this is not going to be for sale. This is going into my personal collection. Have you guys ever seen anything like this before? Well, what this is a device that they created to pull a pie out of the oven when it's hot, or to reach in the back and just move pies around. How amazing is that? I have to do a little bit of barkeeper's friends and maybe some fine steel wool work to it and get it nice and shiny again. But I'm going to be keeping this and hanging this below my milk glass. I have a milk glass rolling pin hanging on the wall over here behind you. So I'm going to probably hang that below it, because this actually matches my kitchen, because I have that green in my kitchen. So I'm going to probably going to hold on to this. But I wanted to show that to you guys, in case you guys have never seen one of these before, because this is really cool. This was quite the find. I was very happy to find that thing. It was sitting there. I don't think anybody knew what it was. So I was like, okay, I know what that is. So I grabbed that. I was over the moon on that. I couldn't believe it. Let me just take a quick sip here. Now, I did find some, this is made by Adams, I think, too, if I'm not mistaken. I looked a lot of these things up the other night, but I didn't write a lot down. So I don't have a lot of, I didn't make a lot of notes. So it's a really great piece, but you know what I just noticed? One of the pieces was actually chipped, and somebody did buff it out, though. They did get the buffing wheel out and buffed it. But this is called the Good Luck pattern, and this was probably circa late 1800s, 1880s, early 1890s. Really pretty. And it's called the Good Luck pattern. EAPG, beautiful. And I just noticed it. See it right here? Doesn't it look like part of the piece? Well, it's not. It's supposed to look like that. And I just noticed it. But it's somebody buffed it and smoothed it out. Yep, they fooled me. But you know what? Hey, that is still a beautiful piece. So I'm thrilled about that. I believe this is, yeah, this is Nippon. Another Nippon piece I found. I think this was I'm gonna guess that this is maybe a newer Nippon piece because it's in blue. If I can remember how the colors went, I think green was the older type of Nippon. But there's the blue mark on the back. But this is really pretty, and it has these little, they look like forget-me-nots or maybe freesias or something. Whatever flower you want. But how pretty is that, right? Cute little, like a celery dish. Or for your dresser, you know, just to put your, or even, you know, near your door as you come in and out of the house, you can put your keys or your wallet or, you know, change or whatever in there. You know, why not? Let's see. I found another one, guys. Are you ready for this? Now wait till you see Mother Goose. I could not believe it. Here she is. Are you ready? Check it out. There's the business end. I found another one. Now this one has a plastic plug on her bottom, and she is stuffed full of cotton. I think these things actually came with cotton, because this cotton that's in here is like, it's kind, I know it's kind of weird the way I'm showing you, but from the back, the cotton that's in there, it's almost like it's on like a large spool of it. So when you're pulling it out, you're pulling it off on little pieces. So I'm gonna leave that in there. I am not taking it out. I'll let you guys handle that. I still have to clean her. She's still a little bit dirty. She's got a little bit of grime in there, but isn't she cute? And there she is, and there's her. That's where the cotton comes out. Now, it's kind of weird, cotton coming out of a goose, but I guess goose feathers, you know? Who knows, but that's not the same as cotton. Sundance Fine Ceramics, California. 70s, maybe 80s, I don't know. I haven't researched it, but I just saw that, and I was like, oh my gosh, another one. You know, because I'm always bringing these to you. So I was like, they're so cute. Couldn't resist. Now, this piece has me absolutely perplexed. Perhaps there's some of you out there that are Fenton fanatics and you know your Fenton. I have to get my Fenton book out. I do have a Fenton book and I have not researched it yet. But from my preliminary research, I have determined that this may be Fenton Ming, if you've ever heard of Fenton Ming. Now, it does have that frosted look to it. It has this design here. They're almost like thumbprint designs on the outside. There's the legs. The legs do have detail to them. It has this bottom. I don't know if you would call that a pontil or what. And the color is pink, and it's absolutely beautiful. And it's almost like a, geez, it's almost like, when you look at it, it's almost like a triangular kind of a shape type of thing. It's like got, what, 3 big points? So it's almost like a triangle kind of thing. And then, of course, the 3 legs. So, not really sure. I still have to do some research. I'm going to get my Fenton book out, and I'm going to look through it and see what I can find. But so far, I'm leaning towards it possibly maybe that Ming pattern. Don't know. Who knows? Could be just some pretty piece of pink glass. Who knows? But we'll find out. Now, this cute little Japan piece. Have you ever seen that before? Look at this. Isn't this great? I just found this the other day at the Goodwill of all places. Can you imagine? And as you guys may or may not know, this actually did come with a handle. It did have like a, almost like a bamboo kind of a handle. And it was kind of like wrapped. But unfortunately, this does not have the handle with it. But you know what? It's still a great piece. It's in very good condition. It does have some, ooh, does have, that was just my black light falling over. Don't worry about it. Everything is okay. It does have some crazing on it. You can see the crazing. Of course, I love that crazing. And it just has such a beautiful, beautiful pattern. Perfect for your kitchen, you know, a little biscuit jar, cookie jar, whatever. So cute, right? So I picked that up. Making sure I'm not missing anything here as I'm moving along. Then I found a set. Now the seller had these marked incorrectly. They had them marked as, and I still have the tag here, Cree glass, C-R-E-E glass. And I don't believe those are correct because when I looked them up, these I believe are the Jeanette swirl. Jeanette swirl, ultramarine, aquamarine, either ultramarine or aquamarine. But if they are, these were only produced 1 year, from 1937 to 1938. So what's unusual is they have I have 3 of them here that are still taped up the way the seller had them. I'll show you. So they're all taped up, and these are still dirty and still, ugh. So I only opened up one yesterday and I cleaned it for you so you guys could see it. And look at the color. It's almost like a teal aqua color. Now, if you notice something, the teacup's sliding around. What is going on? Well, I think they matched these up incorrectly. I think these are just simple bread and butter plates, and they just added the teacup or coffee cup to it. So unfortunately, I don't think these are, I think these are just a marriage. I think that's what happened here because it does not have that area. But possibly Jeanette did not do that and they intended that to happen and that's what they wanted. I don't know, but I mean, it has a very large area for it to slide around in. It doesn't have that little divot in the middle like a typical coffee cup and saucer would have. So not really sure. Maybe you guys know. If you guys know, drop a comment in the comment section below. Let me know. But I'm thinking that that is Jeanette. Now, by the way, I may take this second and let you guys know, there are some items still available in my drop sale. A lot of you, I think, were a little bit, I guess, kind of shocked that I dropped it so early because I usually have my sales on Sundays. But a drop sale doesn't mean that it's going to happen like that and then it's over that night. A drop sale is still going on. So there's still items that are in that sale. So if you wanted to go back and watch that video and then look in the comments below, you'll see the items that have already been taken. There are still some items that are available, like the lamp. That punch bowl is still available. I still have, let's see, I think that those coffee cups are still available. Those English JG Meekin coffee cups. Those are still available. I'm not sure. I think there might be 1 or 2 other things. But if you're still interested in any of those things, feel free to just reach out. Put the letter in the comment section right below the video. You just put in, not this video, but that video. Put the letter in the comment section, and I'll respond back to you. And if nobody's already claimed it, it's yours. Okay. So check this out. No, it's not a long pipe. It's actually a ladle. How neat is that? It's a glass ladle. Now, it's a little bit, I don't know. My brother's left-handed, so obviously he'd be using his left hand. Well, if he's going to go pour something, he'd have to pour like this because it only has one spout. So isn't it funny how they made this for a right-handed person to pour their punch out? I thought that was very interesting when I was cleaning it yesterday. I thought of that and I said, well, what about people who are left-handed? How are they going to pour things out? They're going to have to pour like this? I thought it was kind of unusual, but it's still a beautiful piece. It does glow a little bit, but not a lot. Just a very faint little bit around the base. So I don't think this is super old. If anything, maybe 60s, 70s. I don't think it's super old. But I picked one up anyway, so that would go perfect in that glass punch bowl that I found there that I have in the drop sale. So I think I even mentioned it in the drop sale that I have one. I did find a beautiful vase, and I think I've had vases similar to this before, but not by this maker. But believe it or not, this is Napco. Napco made this. So let me see if I can, I don't even know if I can show it, if it'll come up clear enough. It might actually. See it with some of the lighting here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but maybe if I get close enough. Or move it in just the right spot. Yeah, you can see Napco right here, Napco. I couldn't believe it. I was like, it's a Napco vase. How cool is that? And it looks like ice or snow stacked up. Really, really pretty. I don't know the age of it, but I'm gonna do a little bit of research and find out. And then I found my grandmother's turkey platter. I'm still hemming and hawing. This was made in Japan. I'm still hemming and hawing whether or not I want to sell this. I think hers was a little bit bigger, but you guys probably have seen this around before, right? Well, it is made in Japan. It does have the made in Japan mark on the back. And I remember hers was too, but I remember her platter being a lot bigger than this. So it probably came in several different sizes. And this one is just amazing. And I found that at the Goodwill. It was under a stack of plates, and I said, that looks like a turkey platter. And of course I'm thinking, uh-oh, it's stacked with plates. It's probably got chips and nicks and dings, but it's not. It's actually in perfect shape. There's no damage to it at all. So I was really happy to find this. So not sure if I want to part with it yet, but because I know I do have a transferware platter that's a lot bigger in the basement. That is the His Majesty. It's a large platter. It's a large turkey platter. And it's just, I know some of them came with a little bit of coloring in them, but this one is just brown and white. And it's a large turkey platter. Made in England, I think it was. Beautiful platter. So I usually use that for Thanksgiving, if I have Thanksgiving here. I usually don't because I don't have a lot of room. Because again, like you guys know, I live in a townhouse. I don't live in a home. I don't have a big house. Working towards that. I'd like to, but the market the way it is right now, it's not looking so good yet. But hopefully we'll get there someday. Let's see. I found this cool little piece, and I looked in the bottom, and it says AIG. Well, what the heck is AIG? Well, it's Imperial Glass, and this is one of their later markings on the bottom. And maybe you can see that. Yep, right there. See the AIG? Well, you guys are familiar with the IG, Imperial Glass. But when I looked it up, apparently this was one of their later patterns, like before they, I'm not sure if Imperial Glass merged with another company or if they just closed up shop. Not really sure, I can't remember. But this is one of their later pieces. So it doesn't glow. It is very smooth. It does have a lot of polishing to it. But it's a beautiful, beautiful bowl. And it's very reminiscent of early American press glass. But of course, this is not early American press glass. But still pretty nonetheless. So it has that nice, brilliance to it. Then I found, now this is actually, I think there were two manufacturers that made this stuff. But this one is actually made by what's PCP? That's the, oh my gosh, I'm blanking now. Payton City Pottery Company. And it is marked that on the back. PCP Co. Payton City Pottery Company. And it has that gorgeous pattern of the fall flowers on the front. And it's a pie plate. It does have some crazing around the edge. And it has a nice little gold rim with a little bit of a lip. So I picked that up. I'll probably save that for a fall sale along with maybe the black glass. I don't know. Maybe I'll surprise you and I'll bring it earlier. We'll see. I gotta save some stuff for the fall. Then I found this incredible bowl here. Now this blew my mind. This is called, let's see, arches and hobstars. Hobstars and arches. Now this bowl is absolutely stunning. Now, I found from somebody who reached out to me, who I shared this with, said to me, Jeffrey, guess what? I have the base. So, in the kindness of their heart, they are actually sending me the base that goes to this. A base, you say? Yes, because this is a punch bowl. This is the top of the punch bowl. So, thank you to that person, and they know who they are. They are sending me the base to this bowl so that I can pair them up together. And I am just so floored by that. Thank you again so much. You know who you are. So that's on its way. So the next time you see this, arches and hobstars, it'll have its base. So I'm excited about that. Now, did I show you everything? No, I did not. Wow. Are you ready? Are you guys sitting back in your lazy boys, getting all nice and comfy? Are you ready? Hold on to the armchairs. Grab onto your pearls. You ready for this? Look at what I found. How amazing is this? This is made by the Standard Company. And it is absolutely in perfect condition, guys. Look at that silver shine. I don't think this was ever used. And there it is marked on the bottom. Let's see if I can hold it up for you without dropping it. It's marked Standard. And I still have to do a little research on this because I'm not really sure about this. I think I may end up having to hold on to this for a little while because this is like absolutely like the jewel of my eye right now. And I just can't stop looking at this table. Every time I look at this table with everything on it, my eye always goes to this beautiful coffee pot. So I may have to, and there's no chips, cracks, dings, crazing, nothing. Nothing. It's absolutely impeccable. This is one of the things that I found in that beautiful antique shop out in Berkshires. Then I found, are you ready? You better hold on to your pearls again. This is definitely coming to a sale. Look at that. Have you ever? I haven't. Now, this is a haul. Yep, it's a beautiful haul. Pitcher, or not pitcher, coffee pot or teapot. You could use it for a coffee pot or teapot. And what it says on the bottom, on the inside, is it says, for piping hot coffee, preheat with hot water. Do not place over an open flame. So they want you to rinse this with hot water, dump out the hot water, and then put your hot coffee in here, and then put on the lid, and then you could serve your coffee. But how Art Deco is that? Look at the shine. I am just, no damage to this at all, guys. No crazing, no nothing. Look at the handle. How neat is that? I mean, it's just, I was blown away. I was absolutely blown away. And I could not wait to show this to you guys. How amazing is that, huh? That's going to be coming to a sale soon. So, and the spout, no damage, perfect condition. And yeah. I knew you guys would love that. And the only little scuff it has is it has this tiny little scuff right there. And honestly, it's smooth. I don't even think it's a scratch. It might actually just be when they glazed it. But a lot of these that you see, a lot of them have a lot of the paint worn off or scratched. Not this one. So, how amazing is that? Yeah. Really cool. So, those were the final pieces I wanted to show you tonight because I knew I had to save the best for last. So, I hope you enjoyed this thrift haul. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Please leave some comments below. I love reading your comments, and I try to respond to every single one of you. I really, really love hearing about different things that you do with certain items, which also reminds me, I've got to maybe do a coffee talk video and throw some things your way of how I want my channel to move. So we'll have to do a coffee talk soon. And but if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Please consider subscribing. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and you know what happens when I reach 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to be giving some jadeite away. Yes, I'm not telling you exactly what jadeite I'm giving away, but it's going to be some really nice jadeite. Yep. So hopefully I can reach that 1,000 subscriber mark soon, because I'm itching to give away that jadeite upstairs. And I look forward to seeing you guys real soon. I hope you all have a happy Easter. And Easter is coming up. Look for my baking video with Chris. I'm gonna be doing a beautiful cheesecake. I can't wait to share that with you. It's one of Martha Stewart's recipes. And yeah, it should be a lot of fun. So I hope you guys have a glorious Easter. And until I see you during my baking video, I bid you adieu, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. Thanks for joining me.